Good day everyone and welcome back to the space. We are discussing life and death, and this movie is currently streaming on Prime Video. This is a 5-part series which is produced by Bovi and directed by James Abinibi. And this movie is also written by Bovi and you can see it on Prime Video. So let's go straight into it. The movie synopsis.
A man's desire to make it quick leads him to a race against time to preserve his life while hiding his death.
Then after that, let us go into the actors' performances, and starting off is the lead character, Yo, played by Bovi Ubona. So this character seems to be a very interesting one who is lured into this kind of cult group he never wanted to be, and everything became crazier than he ever thought it's going to be after he joined. One thing I love about this character is the fact that, or like the person who acted this role, is the fact that he did actually put in a lot and really give us a good character, a good performance towards the end of this series. At the beginning, I was very skeptical about it, and I was really finding it very appealing, or I did not really connect to that character because the discussion at hand were quite serious, but the character seems to be like a joke, probably because we have seen so much of his comedic performances. Hence, I never find him interesting, but I think he really gave it his all at the climax and towards the end of the movie. But at the beginning, I never find him interesting. Moving on is Chidi Mokeme, and he played Aisien. His performance is quite interesting, brilliant. He did not have to do too much, neither did he have to do less, and I think he just really gave something so accurate with his performance here. Then Shola, Dorcas Shola Fabson, she played IG, and she's the sister who never wanted to have a child until a switch just come and she just wanted to have a child and whatnot. It's quite interesting to see her performance. I think she's like my favorite actor in this series. Her performance is brilliant and she delivered so well. Yes, and the next is Kanayo, who played Chief Bovi, and I feel like Kanayo is a veteran that can never go wrong. His performance here is just one of those regular ones he has always done, and so why will he not execute it well? Shaffy Bello too, Nene, and I think her performance here is one that does not really require her to do too much. She just needs to speak, and you know when it comes to speaking, Shaffy Bello speaks so well, so good. And moving on is Idia Aisien, and she played Mokeme. She's a very manipulative character, and you could barely see through manipulative attitudes and whatnot. And Idia Aisien just executed this well. I think aside from Dorcas Shola Fabson, Idia Aisien is another character in this series I find interesting, and a performance, I could say it's brilliant. Uzor Arukwe, who played Dennis, is also husband to Idia Aisien, and he is so annoying towards her. He finds it so annoying towards her. And Uzor, I think Uzor has always been one person that has been consistent with giving brilliant performances, even though his performance in this series is just a very minor one. But every time he was on screen, you could really connect with his character, and you could connect with his character, and you know what it really stands for. Then that is all for the actor performances. So let us go into the good and the bad of this series. And for me, this series have a theme which I feel like it has been a recurring one in Nollywood. You know, theme of this cult group and money ritual. It's just really come across to me as just a rebranded and like a more recent stories of this cult group and rituals, which has been like a dominant theme when it comes to like the epic Nollywood, so like the old Nollywood we've always seen. It's just like a recent one, and like there's not too much of those things that are irritating. Everything look good, so I think that's just a development that comes with this. One thing I find not so good is the fact that it did not really have a good hook. Yes, they did got us a very interesting introductory scene, which you find what has this person done, how did this person come to get to this position and what's not. But I feel like the first 2 episodes were like quite very slow, and was not it at all. It was very slow, but towards the last 3 episodes it got to a very great climax, and it's just really, he just found himself connected, just found himself wanting to know how will this guy get himself out of this trouble he has found himself. I think he did have a good climax, and the last 3 episodes were just so brilliant and interesting. The beginning seemed to be very long and was not really, it not really a fast book. Like the beginning was not so connecting. I took time to find myself connected to the story, but upon its climax you just know that you are in for a good watch. And yes, so I think that is all for this movie. That was